Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. I want to welcome you to my channel, to all my subscribers, all my new subscribers, all my peaches, my triggers, my scallywags, lovers, haters, and commenters, each and every one of you. I want to welcome you to my channel. I had something special for you yesterday, but what I can access on my in my office on the computer, I can't access on the phone. So therefore, they said if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. And Murphy's Law, what can go wrong with. I want to bring an update on a story I did yesterday about this couple, about the airline fiasco, that what happened. And come to find out that he did make the right purchase and found out yesterday that his flight is going to San Francisco. What happened was that Pacific did not give him the full itinerary because they had unable to do a connecting flight from Manila to San Francisco. So they said they had to wait 2, 3, 4 days for them to be able to make that arrangement for him. So, it turned out that everything is all quiet on the Western Front. He will be able to make his arrangement or head to the States on the 24th of this month. Those you may not know, no, I don't want to go into a story. I want to say how right now, in this moment in time, in this space, yeah, my being part of the universe, that I am at peace here in the Philippines. I have no worries. I have no problems. I have no debts. You know, I have no legal issues pending. You know, I am free to go where I want to go without fear of falling victim to society with lunatics and maniacs walking around. You know, and it's a very humbling, humbling, experience. That I am feeling now. I know there are a lot of times in my life that I'm not supposed to be here. I've had guns put in my mouth. I've been raped by a woman. I've been incarcerated. I fell to addiction. And all of which should have counted me out 10 times fold. But because of my determination and my desire, to make a difference in my life, to change my life, you know, and to give thanks and blessings to the things that have happened to me, and my realizing that I always have a choice, you know, and my choice was to come here, you know, I knew there was a place on earth, that was, you know, that that was that was perfect. And the Philippines is perfect for me. You know, I don't know how it is for you, but for me, it is. You know, I just finished paying off my last debt, 100,000 pesos to have my teeth fixed. So I paid the last 11,000 for that. So, I'm very so I was happy to be able to do that. And but the most remarkable thing that was happening to me, and sometimes I just have to sit and just think about that I'm having a child. I'm bringing life into this world. You know, I'm having a baby, you know. And sometimes my mind wants to think about, well, how much time do you have left on this earth, Gerard? How many years you have left? you know, or you know, and I wonder, how much time am I going to have with my child, to be able to give it the cool that what it needs to have to deal with the world, you know, and I look at other foreigners sometime as example, help them having children who are older than I am and have children, 10, 11 years old, all that stuff. I said, well, God, 10 is a good amount of years. I remember when I came here, I said, never get with a woman who has a child over the age of 10, so if I'm able to spend, I'm 69 now, and if I'm able to be able to, God bless me, with another, I don't know, I don't want to say because, you know, amount of years, it's, I'm gonna be grateful, I'm gonna be thankful, you know. Uh, I know, I wonder, like if I was in the States, what would I be doing? What will we be doing preparing for a child? You know, here in the Philippines, you don't go through the hurt. Life coming into this world in the Philippines is just that, life coming into this world. We as foreigners or from it's it's like Christmas. We have changed it into something that is a lot more, uh, um, you know, uh, you know. Far from the actual experience of what actually happens. We have become to condition to doing certain things to prepare for certain things, like Christmas. Christmas is right around the corner. And for the life of me, I never understood how you could enter the new year in debt. I mean, you go out and spend all this money and buy all these gadgets that's gonna be broken in a couple of months or what have you, or put on layaway or put in charge on credit cards and all that stuff, and then go into the new year 2024 in debt. I just, my mind just can't comprehend that, and sometimes I'm also wondering where do they get this money from. I'm talking about people in the inner cities. I'm talking about people from Okie, from the Stokey. Yeah, where does this money come from? I've never had money. For me, to just splurge. You know, to just splurge. Don't misunderstand me. Whatever I needed or whatever I wanted in life, I got. I've had fantastic cars. And so it's here in the Philippines, having a child is just let it happen, man. Just let it happen. People, where you gonna have the baby? Man, what is it gonna be, a boy or girl? Man, when I say I don't care, I don't need to know this far out. The only time I need to know what sex the child is when we're in the delivery room and I say, oh, okay, now I know. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, young scout. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I need to know. So and to go out and buy cribs and strollers and all that stuff. There's no need. Number one, there's not probably a stretch of sidewalk that you can walk down comfortably, without running over cobblestones or running into dirt road, or it makes for a very jolting ride for the child, But I'm truly blessed, man. I'm truly blessed, you know. And although I don't believe in foxhole prayers where, I wait till my nuts are in the sand or my back's against the wall to ask God for help, I don't do that. I don't do that. I always say what was meant to happen is going to happen. You know. So, I just wanted to stop. And yeah, the thing with your holiness, I'm just going to just maybe back away from that, be a bigger man, you know what I'm saying? But then, some of your comments are crazy, but, it is what it is. So just hold on a second. The dogs have locked themselves in the room, so let me go and let them out. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, I'm back. I know for me personally, growing up, I cannot remember a Christmas. I cannot remember one Christmas I had with my family. I can't remember Thanksgiving, you know. I can't remember any of those things. So when they asked me, do you celebrate Christmas? No. I remember telling my daughters, that I was Muslim and I don't celebrate birthday, Christmas, Father's Day, and all that stuff, just to make it easy on them. You know, not that I wouldn't mind getting a Father's Day card or something like that, but I don't want them to be held to feeling that they are compelled or to have to do it because if they didn't, then who's the one going to be disappointed? You know. So, in this space, in this time, you know, I'm at peace with myself. I'm at peace here in the Philippines. You know, I have a friend who's in Florida, lives in Florida. He retired, and I know him. I know him well. He was one of my daughter's friends, and I tell him, hey man, come to the Philippines. You know, and just come. I know he's very seldom has a girlfriend, or if I've never known him to have a girlfriend. And for personal reasons, he probably feels that he could never get one. And I tell him, come to the Philippines. You'll find someone. You'll find someone that is devoted to you. You'll find someone who cares about you. You'll find someone who takes care of you. You'll find someone that you would be absolutely amazed at how comfortable your life can become. I watch Mia, on the CCTV camera, washing clothes and carrying buckets of water, and she's 6 months or something like that. I don't even know how many months she is. And I start thinking that maybe I should get her another housekeeper. But then I say, no, the exercise is good. The exercise is good. There are a lot of Filipinas out there who are having babies who don't have housekeepers. Who are still able to do what they need to get done in the household. You know. So, I was talking to her yesterday, and I said, baby, washing clothes is the biggest issue. You know. So I said, well, why don't we get somebody, to just come in and just do the wash. Have them come in 3 days a week and just do the wash. After all, this is a big house. You know what I'm saying? And having someone come in to just do the wash to help her, her and Jean, because Jean does a lot too. I'm very grateful for her. And we have talked about Jean and and she pointed out to another friend of ours who has houses even bigger than ours, and he has one housekeeper. Hey, like this, and she does it all. I see, but then you look at the Filipina who is married to the foreigner who owns the house. Now she is a Filipina that she is very, I'm assuming, very strict, very tight. Very hands on the making sure that everything gets done, and has no problem probably cursing her out and all that stuff like this, or yelling at her, because often the time I think Filipinos often the time don't like other Filipinos, when they're not part of their immediate family, especially if they are employed by them. If it's employed by them, it becomes like a social thing, you know but I've thought about it, and although I probably will, if we can find someone, because I have no problem having someone come in working $250 a day just to do wash, and something like this three times a week. That would be ideal. But I'm not down with having to get another stay-in housekeeper, like this, because they'll just be bumping heads. Between Gene and the other girl, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to have that type of confusion. We had one girl in here who was working, and she, and the windows were terrible after she finished with them, and even Gene was like, I didn't do it, like this, and I don't want to be confronted with with that type of scenario, but I watch Mia work around the house, and then when I speak to her, she doesn't speak with that like I'm tired type of thing. She speaks as a strong woman, and that gives me confidence and give me assurance that whatever she's doing, it's not overwhelming to her. I'm happy for that. I'm happy. I know yesterday we were somewhere and I, I said, Mia, do you love me? So what? Do you love me? It's like, yeah, she's not going to say yes. No, but it's okay because I love her. And, I love her because she's the anchor that I need in my life. For keeping me from going astray. Because don't think for 1 minute if Mia wasn't in my life that every time I do a video, it might be a different girl sitting behind me because that's the kind of life I enjoy living. But now I don't need to have that. You know, I have someone that provides me with all my needs. That's what I tell my friend in Florida. I said, you can find a girl here. A lot of you foreigners sitting out there, watching this video in the States or wherever you're from or whatever it is, and you haven't had a girlfriend in years because a lot of people think you're too old to get one, or no one's going to love you, no one's going to want you, you know. But in the Philippines, they will. They will accept you as you are, you know. And one thing I don't have to worry about is the sounds, that some girls, you know, or when you're intimate, like this. I don't want to hear that shit. If if I think it's too much for you, then maybe it is. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you need to step aside and let another trooper take your place because you don't get that. I don't get that. Here in the Philippines. You know, and so this what makes me feel that I have the right woman. I have the right woman. You know, so yeah, I just want to just put this little bit in here. To let you know that Gerard is happy here in the Philippines. I have no animosity in my heart for anyone. I have no, you know, you know, uh, 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 I, I'm in heaven, man. I'm in heaven. You know, I can't tell you no more than that. I can't tell you how special the Philippines is for guys like me. And I'm of a special breed, man. Let me tell you, man. You know, my God. You know, so my word is that if you need someone, if you're looking for someone, if you want to have someone, you know, as a companion, as a companion, you know, you can find her here in the Philippines, man. You can find her. As long as you don't fall prey, hey, to that, trophy wife or trophy woman type of, thing like that, where she has to be a 10 or something like this. All you're doing is heading for heartache, man. There are a lot of wonderful women, you know. And older women. You don't have to get someone young. You can get someone, 40. You can get someone, closer to your age or something like this. Who's looking for you, who's looking for you. You know. So I just want to put this in here because I am, I don't want to keep doing what I was doing before, But I'm gonna read the comments again sometime, but I'm not gonna read it from that particular video. But I'll address them as they come up and go back to business as usual. All right. So this is Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. With the truth. The truth is, man, oh man, man, oh man. As little as I know, I owe it to myself, but I've been blessed with the wisdom to know what's good and right for me. And always, always, always do the right thing. Dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly, always pull someone up. And sometimes you'll be the only one who sees your vision, man. And if you're lucky enough to have a good woman like Ollie Woodson, formerly singer The Temptation once sung, treat her like a lady, man. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king. Never say no. Never say no. But you know what's happening to me that I need to let you in on? I'm starting to get a circle of friends, you know, my own posse, I guess I should say. And I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying that. Okay, so remember, I'll always love you more. Love you like a love song, baby. I'll talk to you later. Peace.